Okay, guys, so what we're going to be talking about today is Fubo TV. Is it worth $8 or $60? So the first thing I do always is go on Google, type in Fubo stock pre-market. Currently trading at 33.31 when it closed yesterday. Then I go to the Nasdaq.com on Fubo TV and see what it's trading at pre-market. So it's at 32.27. So I want to talk a little bit about Fubo TV. So during the holidays, this was the most talked about, or one of the most talked about stocks in the market. So this latest newly public growth stock skyrocketed. And October was the IPO, and Fubo TV raised about $183 million at $10 a share. Investors became enamored with this virtual multi-channel programming distributor after the company posted strong earnings growth on its first earnings release, which was in November. So right off the bat, strong earnings and the share price rises, right? So Fubo stock absolutely skyrockets as analysts continue to raise their target prices. So most people are thinking $60 because on December 22nd, it was at $60. The 52-week high exactly was 62.29. So here's the question. Is it worth $8 or $60, right? So is it a good time to buy it? So Fubo's growth numbers look pretty impressive as last quarter the company grew its subscriber count 58% to 455,000, with the average revenue per user increasing 14% year over year. It also showed total adjusted revenue growth of 71% to 61.2 million. So you have an average MAU hours streamed increased 20% to 121 hours per month. Importantly, advertising revenue increased even more, up 153% to $7.5 million. So the cost side seems to be improving as well, with the company logging a positive adjusting non-GAAP contribution margin of 16.5%. So the Martin based her $60 target on several factors, right? This is just an analyst. That Fubo TV is taking shares from its competitors, short covering, lowered SAC thanks to Hisense partnership, upside from sport betting, OTT or over-the-top expansion, and connected TV upside. So basically from the looks of it, Fubo looks like an excellent growth stock firing on all cylinders and benefiting from the rise of streaming. I mean, that's what you would think, right? So there's also the other case, right? More money, more problems. So after Fubo's TV epic run this year, it's probably a good idea for all investors to understand the bear case as well. And there are a few. So real quick, since we got the website pulled up, just so you can kind of see. So you got 219 channels available in your area based on your current location, right? So look at all these channels. There's quite a few. You got ABC, Fox News, CNBC, TLC, NFL, Fubo Sports, right? History Channel. Then you actually go to the sports channel and you've got Major League Baseball, the SEC, Outdoor Channel, ESPN, so a huge variety. Then you go to entertainment, right? Stars, Disney Channel, Animal Planet, and then the news. So let's keep scrolling down. Now here's the plans that they have, right? And you can cancel at any time, which I do like. So you got one for $64.99 with 115 channels, cloud DVR of 250 hours of space, and 3 screens at once. Then you got the Elite, right? Basically, that's going to be $79.99 with 160 channels, right? Cloud DVR is 1,000 hours, right? So basically, it's, I mean, $15 difference. And then you got the Fubo Latino, which is at $30 at 32 channels. It's a Spanish language TV, right? So you got your premium and your regular, but right now they're still at a discount with 50% savings, 20% or 25. So I'm like, okay, so you got popular shows, right? Fear of the Walking Dead, The Masked Singer, Flip or Flop. Then you go to the news, all the news channels, or quite a few anyways. Then you got the sports, so English Premier League, NASCAR, PGA Tour. All right. So first, Fubo TV isn't really, you know, really different from YouTube TV or Hulu Live. In fact, though it bills itself as a sports, MVPD, it carries fewer channels, especially since it dropped the Turner Network and holds the Major League Baseball playoff games, the NBA, and even March Madness. So all of the MVPDs have also dropped regional sport networks due to cost. Sports content is really expensive. The only way these channels can scale is by adding more non-sport content. Originally billed as a sports-centric MVPD, Fubo now provides an array of entertainment options similar to the others. So Greenfield, who's the analyst, believes that MVPD bloated bundle will shrink, eventually ending up around 45 million subscribers for the industry overall, down from 66 million today. He also thinks only half of those subscribing to cable bundles will transfer to OTT streaming. That should only leave about 23 million MVPD subscribers in the US. Meanwhile, Fubo still has to compete with YouTube, Hulu, and Sling, which account for about 90% of the MVPD bundles today, or 10 million out of the current 11.5 million subscribers. That subscribers figure should double over 5 years or so, but since Fubo doesn't really have a differentiated product, it will be hard to steal enough market share for Fubo to really get winner-take-all growth in economics. So what's more, even if Fubo doubles its market share and grows 4 times over versus 2 times, that would only get 2 million subscribers. So the other problem is that these MVPDs don't really make money. In fact, Greenfield expects Fubo's subscription business will be a zero gross margin. Business even at maturity. I'm not sure if he meant zero gross margin or zero operating margin, but today, even after its great quarter, Fubo's a break-even gross margin business. Subscriber-related expenses alone slightly exceed total revenue last quarter, even with the revenue included. With the rest of its operating expenses, Fubo lost 127 million last quarter alone. In any case, sports-related distributors always have to pay high prices for sports content, and many of those content owners force distributors to also carry other non-sports channels. It's a notoriously low-margin business, and I'm not sure why Fubo would be any different. So can ad revenue and sports betting make up the difference, maybe? So with advertising, which could make up the difference. However, ad revenue only made up 12.3% of total revenue last quarter. Fubo would have to greatly increase revenue going forward. So Greenfield suggests that Fubo makes about $7 per a month per subscriber, compared with larger, more technologically savvy competitors that earn $10. Some think Fubo can eventually get to $20, but Greenfield thinks it's a big stretch, especially as more sports go to broadcast or direct-to-consumer route, such as with standalone ESPN. But assuming Fubo hits $20 a month on 2 million subscribers, that would make about $960 million in ad revenue per year. That would be a higher margin than subscriptions, but it wouldn't all fall to the bottom line since Fubo would also have to pay some connected TV and gatekeepers such as Roku. Additionally, sports betting is a fantasy, according to Greenfield. Greenfield noted that recently acquired Balto doesn't have a betting product, any revenue, or even a website. Additionally, many who watch Fubo in certain areas allow betting already have a sports betting app. It will be hard to build a product that stands out in a crowded field. If that's not enough, there's also many of a good chance investors aren't contemplating a correct share count for Fubo. For instance, some investing websites list the share count at 67.5 million. However, when one looks at the company's quarterly filing, there are actually a lot of options, warrants, and preferred shares that, when converted, would add another 92 million shares to the share count. Greenfield himself uses 158 million number, more than twice the share count listed on the websites. That means FUBO's real market cap is about 6.2 billion, not the 2.6 billion listed on many investing websites today. So here's the thing, right? Right now it's sharing at 32.31, right? And the high was 62, right? And for a while it was at 10. So is this company 5 years from now going to go up, or is it going to go down, or has it finally leveled out, even though it's only been around a couple months? So let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of FUBO, and I appreciate you listening to this video. Thanks.